Hi everyone and welcome back to VH Agates. Now I know I haven't uploaded in quite a while, but today I've got something special. I've cut polyhedroid agates before from Brazil, but today I'm going to be cutting some huge ones. These are very rare. You can't find them anywhere, especially the black skinned ones, the darker ones. So finding them was a challenge in itself. Today I'm going to be cutting them. And I challenge you, scour YouTube, scour the net. You will not find a video of anyone cutting big and good polyhedroid agates from Paraiba, Brazil. Join me and let's find out what's in these agates. Okay, so up first is this big boy. It has a window at the back, at the front. We see it has a sort of botryoidal opening, maybe some quartz there. So we're going to take the longest line we can cut through there without, messing it up. I don't see any big fractures. We'll probably run it from the edge here all the way over to the most complete part, maybe there, or maybe behind here. I guess I'm going to run it to the point there. Looks intact, shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's try that. Okay, as you might have seen, I had to start at a sort of an angle, otherwise I couldn't have the full agate between the saw blade and the side of the machine. But anyways, cut itself was successful. It did make a little notch there. I'll have to probably grind it away, but let's see what this agate holds. Oh, oh wow, that's crazy. Oh my, that is absolutely insane. The black and the blue combination, the quartz, absolute floater inside the black one, the black part. That's insane, and it's a big chunky piece. I love it. That's great. That's awesome. Wow. Really happy with that. Okay, up next everyone, is a hefty piece. I'll have to think of a cutting line because there's a window here. See a bit of blue and black and yellow, but we never know what we're going to get. Taking the thickest line here isn't possible because of that window. So the next step is trying to find the best line. I think I can cut it right next to the window over the thickest part of the agate up to here. I think that is the best choice in terms of how much agate I'm going to get. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, it was quite a smooth cut, so I'm expecting a bit of color, but perhaps some quartz as well. Alright, I hope you're ready for this. I know I am. Oh, wow, okay, so it was mostly quartz. Combination is lovely though, with the black line in there, black and blue. And then the full-on quartz crystals, they're nice. That's not bad. I expect it more from that window because of the colors, but hey, it's not bad, you know. It's still an awesome piece. Let's see if the next one holds a bit more agate than this. Okay, piece number 3 is a bit more difficult because you see the chambers parting here. They are divided or separate. But there's also a full chamber running in here with botryoidal or quartz. Now, I'm still going to try for the biggest face I can get. My guess is there may be more quartz here, more opening. If I start there and work towards the thickest part over here, I might be lucky, but who knows? It's still a guess. It's still an agate. Very difficult to read these things because of the geometrical shapes. But yeah, this is going to be my angle. So as far as cutting speeds go, it was kind of slow. So I think my guess is correct that I just missed the opening, and I might have found a bit more agate over here, but I'm not sure if we're going to see a double chambered piece. But let's see what we get, okay? Yeah, oh, sorry for the shade there. Now, not a double chamber piece, but very cool nonetheless. So it's starting to open up there. There will be the cavity behind it. And here it just closes. This thing might do really well under a UV light. So yeah, big floater. Quartz in the outer rim, and inside it's all agate. Very nice. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so this is a difficult one. It's quite a long piece. Let's say 10 to 15 centimeters, like 4 inches plus. The back side is complete, but there are windows all along the sides and this side as well. So you've got some black and yellow there, window here, opening there. So if I want a big face, I'll have to pick a good line. So I think that it will either be from this side diagonally to here, so I get a nice big face, or I'm going to pick this side. I'm going to go diagonally through there. It's one of the two. I'll decide in a second and we'll see. Okay, we might have a geode here on the other side of the blade. All this gunk came out, so it might have a nice opening in the middle. But let's check it out together. I think there is. Oh, I see some black. It's a very dark one. Usually great quality in those. Here we go. Oh yeah, so it's definitely a geo pocket there. I can't tell if underneath the gunk is botryoidal or quartz. My guess is there is a botryoidal growth underneath there. So another awesome piece from Paraiba. Lovely, nice and chunky piece. Awesome. Alright, so the black and yellow is always a nice combination. Now it might turn out that if I put a UV light to these pieces, they absolutely pop. But I'll try that later on. Okay, up next is a very, very difficult choice. There's a lighter drawing here in the quartz. There's a big window there. And at the top, I can see there's a chamber running there. It's very thin. I guess I can cut next to it, but where do I go? I mean, I can't go there. So there's a chamber in the middle as well. I might go through there. I don't know how to cut this one, but maybe I'll sacrifice the length of it to go for a thick shortcut through that window and see what we get. I think I feel safest with that. I'm not sure about the rest. I can't really make a very long cut. I'll miss that chamber. And the other way, maybe I can go diagonally and go through. Yeah, I can go through there. Maybe that's my line. From the tip there, through the chamber, up to there. Let's try that. Okay, so I almost messed that up. You see, I did arrive at the window, and I only just took the chamber part with me. Not the best of cuts, but yeah, I don't have a vise. Yeah, it's the best I could do now. So, let's see if I'm lucky. Oh, okay. So I'm not going to cry over the cut at the end there. That is awesome. Look at that formation there. That is insane. That white formation, I can't say if it's butteroid or calcite or it's aragonite, but this is one awesome agate. Look at the chamber formation there. This is one awesome agate. So I'm really happy with that one. I mean, up to now, that is the favorite. I'm going to do one small one extra. This is, I think I need to stop after this one. That is great. One better look at it. The black, it runs all the way into the calcite. That's crazy. Not this black, that's from cutting, obviously. Wow. That's crazy. Really happy with that. Okay, one small, one extra. I'm going straight through the thickest part of it. Okay, so a quick cut. It felt quartzy, and a piece of quartz already came off one of the chamber parts, but isn't that nice? Like a black blotch in there. Weird. Nice little extra one. Alright, let's clean these pieces up. So I've taken you guys to the sink, and let's see these agates again, and afterwards I'll try to put a UV light on them. Just make the pieces wet a bit. Sorry if I bumped the camera, but so here's one of them. Lovely butteroidal in there, the yellow and black. So stay tuned for the UV reaction, because I think that one will have a good UV reaction. The second one, I don't think I need the water for this one, is the quartz. And let me tell you something, that quartz is astounding. It is amazing. I mean, you see clear quartz sometimes, but this is something else. It's like pure ice. That's crazy. Okay, I don't suspect there will be much UV reaction in that one, but we'll see in a minute. Let's make this up. So I tried to get some of the gunk out of this, but it needs a bit more work. That will most definitely have a UV reaction. This one might as well. You can see some banding, super dark. It will show up. The tiny one, and the best piece of the day, it has lost the aragonite or butteroidal crystal that was standing up. There are some smaller ones in there. Yeah, so a bummer, but still. Okay, let me grab the UV light. This should be interesting. Let's start small, okay? So that, for example, already pops. You might think it's black, and then you put the UV on there, boom, calcite. That's crazy. That is absolutely wild. Okay, the bigger piece. Oh yeah, that pops as well. So the white calcite in the middle, the buttrell, doesn't seem to do anything, but the surrounding, it pops. Okay, one of the darker pieces. This is what I'm talking about. See, it's black. No, it's not. That's a party trick for you right there. That is so cool. That is an absolute trick that these agates have. Crazy formations. Alright, the big one. Yeah, there it is. See, these things have bands for days, but you don't see them unless you use the UV light. I love this. Okay, the quartzy one. So the bands, they do light up. Quartz, not so much. And the last one. Oh yeah. So black, nope, not black. There are bands in there. That's really cool. Alright, I am going to close off with this one. Very nice. I really hope you enjoy watching and you love these polyhedroid agates just as much as I do. If you enjoyed the video, please support me, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.